let me know if you can hear me down below, because then we got 50% of this little show going. And in case you were waiting long, then just think about how long people they will wait for that circus clown, Jerome Powell. At least Jerome Powell, he always comes with, bad news or bad news, right? At least today we're going to talk about some good news. What is it today? Tuesday or Wednesday? I can't even remember. Anyway, first of all, let me know, how are you lovely, lovely, sexy-looking people doing? And remember, I don't give a rat's ass about if the FOMC, they're going to increase it by 25%, but 25 basis point or minus 25 basis points, because it is all a charade. It's a circus. But one thing that is very clear, this stream is only for the sexy looking people.
This dance ain't for everybody. Only the sexy people.
Back in the day, I loved that song, Salt and Pepper. Push it. Anyway, what are we going to talk about today? We got a new coin. Obviously, we've been looking at it. When I say we, Kitty and Betty and myself and Jerry, of course. Yeah, we've been looking at it for a long time. But you see, remember, we always talk about timing. Timing is of essence. And if there's one thing that we really, let's say our portfolio, Betty's portfolio, is in need of, it's a middle layer. It's an infrastructure. It's a data provider. It's a file computation. It's it's kind of like a cloud protocol. But this one that we're getting into today, I'm very, very, very optimistic. And to my good friend Vex out there, this could potentially be the coin of 2023. And then once we've gotten through that, I'm also going to actually purchase. Today I'm going to show you where we can buy them. We're going to buy not a lot, worth of $2,000. It's, there's so little volume all across the board. But just so you can see how we do it, or how I do it for Betty. It is important to notice that everything I say and do is not financial advice. You got to do your own research. Don't rely on what I say, because the reality is I don't know shit about crypto. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's get this little show started. And I think, let me just see, did Shahid say, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Where is Shahid? Only when Shahid says perfect sound, then it's good. Remember, Shahid is my soul brother. Me and him, we were here since day one when we started this little thing here. Anyway, let's start, and it goes a little something like this. I want to welcome you to Crypto Never Sleeps. In case you're new to this channel, you want to stay on top of the crypto world, but do yourself a favor. Hit like, smash, and subscribe so that you can be notified every time we upload new, where is this? New videos, so that you can protect your wealth, preserve your wealth, and ultimately increase your wealth. My name is Nico Arachi, and I'm the host of the littlest crypto channel on the interweb. First things first. So, what do we see after the FOMC meeting? Well, we are seeing Bitcoin down 3%, right? And Ethereum down 4%, and we got DOT down 5%, and we got Cardano down 3%, right? However, what we are seeing today is this beautiful market manipulation picture again, right? Because we really can see how these charts, they really mirror each other, right? In terms of volume, it's also funny. I mean, we are looking at the 15-minute. Just look here at 8:15. All of a sudden, there was not a lot of volume, and there was not a lot of volume neither when it comes to Ethereum, no when it Bitcoin, no to Cardano, no really to Polkadot. What does that show you? I mean, it really shows the market is rigged. That's all I want to show with these little charts. But as long as we know that that's how it is, well, then that's good enough for us, right? So here we go. Let's look at Bitcoin on the weekly. And let's see if we can get here down here. Still, I mean, I know that, when it comes to technical analysis, I'm a clown. And, anyway, I don't really care, because until now, we've been right? I mean, as long as we are above the 7-day moving average on the weekly, It's kind of like we stay there. Once we go below, we gotta watch out. I mean, it doesn't have to be. It really doesn't have to be more complicated than that, right? So I might be a clown, but hey, who doesn't like to laugh? Anyway, no. So I think there's not so much to say. As long as we are above, and whatever I mean, I've not even read what Powell he said or not, and I actually also don't care. You see, it might, when you look at it. Let's see let's look at an hourly, right? We look at it on an hourly. It looks very let's say dramatic, right? It looks very dramatic. But okay, there's also a difference. We know that we are long-term investors, right? We are cyclical investors. So do we care about this? No, not at all. Not at all. Now, short term, if you, and that's what I say, if you want to learn a thing or two about what is actually driving the price and how is, who is making the markets, the bid and ask, and why did we see a drop, and why is that? If you really want to learn something about that, then you go to Trader's Reality and you listen to Tino, because he will explain you exactly that, right? He kind of knew, not that he knew, but based on, I mean, he's the only person that I've ever met who actually is able to explain what's really going on behind the, let's say, the market makers, or behind these charts. You don't need to understand a Japanese candlestick or golden cross or no cross, right? It's about liquidity. You can compare it to a casino. The house always wins. But the stock, the investment markets, they're a little bit more sophisticated. Actually, the house, the market makers, they have much more transparency. And they know where to go to eat up your money. And that's why we don't do short-term trading. So yes, perhaps if we just look at it like this on an hourly, it looks dramatic. But if we scale out, I mean, look at this. I mean, it looks just wonderful. Just wonderful. It looks wonderful. And especially it looks wonderful if we remember that around up here last year, no, in 2021, I mean, last year, it's 2 years ago. Hallelujah, 2 years ago. It's about time now. It's about time that we change, turn around. That was the time when we said we're going to exit the market. We exited the market. It did have another high. And then, I don't know when it was, at some point, that it was going to go further down and we were going to enter top quality coins at 50 to 80%. And I actually, at that time, I didn't even know that we're going to enter top quality protocols at 94% discount from all-time highs. Anyway, let's go to the chat and see if anybody wants to have a little chit-chat with me. One-way ticket to the blue. CryptoStan, he's saying exactly what it is. It's all about liquidity. That's all what it is. CryptoStan, he knows a thing or two. How are you doing, Southpaw Tony? Tony, my good friend. Are you still in the metals? I mean, we have to say it's been a little bit. I mean, if you, I mean, we also hold some gold. It's a necessity, but we can also all agree on that we would have expected more increase in the price of metals. That market is probably also rigged. That's what I think about it. Shahid, how are you doing, my soul brother? Blockchain Betty is here. Fabio, I mean, good to see you. Jose Marcus, I hope I say it right. Sounds good. Thank you so much. So what do you say, Vex? Here, you got to get up really early to get ahead of Shahid. Yeah, Shahid, he's always there. Dark matter for the sexy, only the sexy. Snapping up the PMs. Yeah. And what do we have? Sandra is here. Good to see you. Phil Marshall. I love that name. Marshall. Oh, how are you doing? Colin McDonald. Wow. Crypto Whale 007. Lions all across the board. Murky Magdala. Blockchain Bully. Sarah Hamid and Howie Smith. I mean, Jesus Christ. Everyone here. And Los Angeles in the house. And all I can say here is Ukraine is in the house. Since you already knows, as soon as he starts the stream, the people will go away. So why not increase the waiting time to increase the channel runtime like this? Well, I also got to, when we set up, yeah, next week I'm going to install a camera behind me. So I want you to see this setup that I'm doing. then you will actually understand what it all combines or what it takes to set this up. It's a little bit like a DJ. So, and there's so many technical things, and we are not at all, a broadcasting service. So it does take time, and so that's why it's always a little volatile with the timing. And anyway, and so we've got Wall Street Bets, and we got Crypto Charlie. Good to see you. Anyway, guys, I think it's time to start, and I don't want to waste too much of your time. So how we're gonna break this down is we're gonna go right into the coin that we are adding. We have already added. I mean, you see, when we add a position, it has to be, in the end of the day, it has to turn into somewhere between, when it goes to its previous all-time high, to a position between $500,000 and $2 million. That means that with the low liquidity, it's not that we just buy on one day, right? So when we announce it, when I announce it, it's a little bit of it takes time to get into these positions, just so you know. And so we're going to talk about that coin. We're going to get into that. And then in the end, after that, we want to end this little stream here on this beautiful meeting that is taking place in Moscow right now. The leaders of the Shanghai Shanghai Cooperation Organization, the leaders Xi Jinping and Putin, taking care of business, making sure that at least we're not gonna, fall victim to the U.S. hegemony. Anyway, we're gonna talk about that in the end, and then let's see what you think. And I also want to say one more thing. This is a LBGQT free zone. Anyway, that's down. Before we move on, remember there's a giveaway also. So please use the link below. We're such a little channel, lots of chances of winning. So and it helps. And by the way, please give the channel a like or give it a dislike. I mean, it really helps. So we can get from 20 viewers on average to 22. Wouldn't that be lovely, right? Sharing is caring. Now, I always like to make it a little bit exciting. What is this coin? And I'm not gonna... well, there were some... How can I put it? There were some other YouTubers that actually thought it was a good time to get in at the following prices. All I can say is it's a 10-second video, and then you will, just enjoy. And if they thought it was such a good price, then wait, to what price we get it.
In this video, we're going to review one of the most important, if not the most important projects in all of blockchain technology. It is the Pocket Network. The coin is POKT or POCT. It is priced at 41 cents right now.
And at today's price, right now as of recording, the price of one Pocket token is about 18 cents. The private sale for this was 15 cents.
So, they liked it at 41 cents. They liked it at 18 cents, right? That was below the initial coin offering price. I say we like it at 5 cents on the dollar.
In this video, we're going to review one of the most important, if not the most important projects.
Sorry, guys. And I'm talking about Pocket Network. Let me know if you heard about it. I am extremely bullish on it, but remember, it's not financial advice and all them goodies. I don't trust Kyle. Well, no. Well, anyway, he was timing. Remember, timing is always difficult, right? So what I want to do before we're going to talk about, for those of you who doesn't know what Pocket Network is, I want to show you where, well, we're just going to open up a position, right? That's what I said we're going to do. So let's just go in first. And I also want to show you, this is usually in order to verify, where you can trade the coin and so on. So I like to always, if I'm uncertain about the website and where to get it, I do use coin market cap always. You can go in and then we can see Pocket Network is trading at 5 cents on the dollar. Love it, 5 cents. Has a market cap here. You never know if it's really true or here not on coin, but they are also saying the market cap could be wrong. But 53 million. And we go in here and look at I mean, you see, it's down 95% from its all-time high, right? So, but that was very shortly after the launch of the IGO, IPO, ICO, whatever you want to call it. But I really think it has a lot of. We will get to the potential and all of that. So you can always go in here on CoinMarketCap, and then you can check out where it's listed. And we can see Pocket Network is already, it's on KuCoin, it's on Gate, it's on Bybit, BKEX, LB Bank, and Mix, and Bing. I mean, I never did any business on Bing. I did something on Huobi. Anyway, so there you can see, and then of course you can also see the volume. So I chose that we should do it on Gate. So that's why I have kind of like prepared it here. I don't, and that's also another thing. Remember, it's all sometimes we just need to use the centralized exchanges, and I also do it in this case, but I don't keep them there. Now let's put in. We got the 30 minutes right now. Ultimately, I want to have a bigger position, but today we're going to spend $2,000, if that's it's not going to take too long, on getting some Pocket tokens. Now, for those of you, because Pocket also offers very good staking opportunities, so the minimum amount that you should try to achieve should be 15,000 Pocket tokens. Anyway, let's go in and we can see here. Yeah, I'm not going to make it too long. So how many do we want? Well, we 140. Let's just try 10,000 here, right? And then we put in, we want to buy, what is the price here? Setting at 521, so we will go to 522. We can 600, we can 3,000, so if we want 10,000, we're going to go all the way up here, right? And we also, let's try to see that. Boom, let's confirm it. Gotta go in here. Lots of passwords. And let's see. Order history. We bought them, right? 100% at that time. So we got, so far, we got 8,642. We want to buy 40,000. Did that have an impact on the price? Let's go down to look at the 5 minute. Yep, boom. You can see that, right? That actually, when you look at it like that, it's quite exciting. So let's try and do that again. So we want to go up. We want to buy another, let's say, 10,000. And we can see we got to go all the way up here. Now the price is moving a little. We can do, let's just boom, boom, boom. Oh, there's 9K there. So we won't be able to, so we're not going to push it up so much. But let's just try and see how many we get there. There we get 12,000. Let's try. And then bam, right? I like it. It goes quicker than we can even, but there's some sellers, so it doesn't, already there. Let's see, how do we get it down? Anyway, so it's moving a little bit. How many do we have now? Oh, Betty, a better set. We have now, let's see. Oh yeah, because we already had a few. So that doesn't work here. Let's just say order history. So here we got 12,008. So we got 20,000. So we still want another 20,000, right? I mean, look at that thing here. Let's look, if we look at the 3 minute. No, let's maybe look at the 30 minute and scroll it down here. Looks a little bit more interesting. Look at the 15 minute. I mean, that way you can, you can also obviously change the time. And it looks a little more interesting. So how many do we want? We need another. Let's put in another 10,000. You don't need to put in the amount. If you anyway here, go here on the left, and then you can basically count how many you want. So we push it up here, and let's see. And then it will show 9,498 there, and then we buy them. And there you go. It pushed it up again, right? I like it, but you can see there's some sellers there. So you can never really push it up too much. We got it. Let's look at 5 minute. Maybe it looks better. Yeah, 5 minute looks more exciting there, right? Yeah, boom. And let's scroll it like that. Okay, so how many do we have now? Let's see what we bought here. What a history. So we got, I mean, somebody, we got 10, let's say around, so we got 22,000, we got around 30,000. So we need another 10,000. Let's try to do that, another 10,000. Pushing it up. Let's just go in here and, yeah, there's a lot going on there. Yeah, we cannot, and bam, we got them. You see, the reason why I wanted to show you this here is, I mean, look how I was pushing up the price, and what did I do this with? I'm not even sure we got out with the $2,000. Here you can see, right? I'm not even sure that we got the spend all the 2,000. Just I wanted to show here, and as I said, we once we enter a position, and especially with this coin, I do want to increase it more for Betty. She gave me permission. So I'm just a little fish, a little fish. And especially this was just an example. So you can actually see how little volume there is. Anyway, I just want to go, before we then move in and talk about Pocket Network, let's see if anybody in the chat has something to say, and then we will go and have a little look at what it actually is. No Face, how are you doing? And let me show. You got a telephone. What do you say? Private sales. Yeah. It's a perfect coin. Saloni Puri is saying, yes, low risk, high reward. I think you're completely right. That's how I look at it. That was cool. Thank you so much. I see number one is fighting with the charts. Always. I mean, the technology and so on. I mean, number one is not a technical genius. In fact, he doesn't know shit about a lot of things. Except maybe one or two things about timing the market. Anyway, so Kashim Hamid, 123, good to see you. Fighting with the charts. Yeah, that's what I do. And I look at the 7-day moving average on the monthly. Okay, but now that we have, I like it. I mean, it looks kind of cool behind us, right? When you, especially when you scroll out, we did this here. That's what we did. We created this little, spike. Now, interesting. Then you can also, of course, you can always do your own. You can go in and see on Coin Market Cap. It always takes a while for them to actually display it and so on, and also in terms of volume. Okay, but let's get to why we decided Pocket Network. And for those of you who just joined, we got Pocket Network at, well, we have to look at that, but for sure around maybe 5.3, 5 point something. I gotta check that out. But this were some other YouTubers, and respectable or not, that's what they thought about it last year.
In this video, we're going to review one of the most important, if not the most important projects in all of blockchain technology. It is the Pocket Network. The coin is POKT or POCT. It is priced at 41 cents right now.
And at today's price, right now as of recording, the price of one Pocket token is about 18 cents. The private sale for this was 15 cents.
I mean, we can all agree that they know less about crypto than I do. But nevertheless, they wanted at 40 cents, they wanted at 18 cents. We got in at 5 cents on the dollar, which, according to, if we go into Coin Go Live, let me just find it here, and we go in and we look at Pocket. But there's so many better things about Pocket than what I'm showing you here. I mean, what I'm showing you here is just it's just a little funnies.
In this video, we're going to review one of the most important, if not the most important project.
You see, now I'm also messing it up. Anyway, so you go into Coin Go Live, and here we can see it's down 98% from its all-time high, which could potentially generate, I mean, we don't know, 5,806%. I mean, think about that for a second. Just think about that for a second. That will make everybody happy. Sister Shelly too. Anyway, so we decided to get it to enter the market now. Now remember, so what is Pocket Network? we all know that when it comes to the future of the Web3, the Web3 needs, has the infrastructure, right? And we've been talking here, quite a bit about file storage, right? We've been talking even, more than we should about digital identity on the blockchain. And but we haven't been speaking a lot about computation and data. And it's also a difficult thing also for me to grasp, to be honest. Now, file storage, we all understand that. So when it comes to computation, right, it's compute resources are needed for a range of applications and services, including rendering, hosting, and streaming. Web3 compute protocols allow node operators to receive payment and rendering. I mean, so there's a word that we all need to understand, and that is, well, okay, now wait, let me just find it here. This is it's a little boomer moment here. So. Second. Of course, always many seconds, right? There we go. So there's one word that we all need to learn, and that is RPC, remote procedure call. And what is that? That is basically, it is a little bit like an oracle, a little bit, right? So what Pocket Network does is amazing, actually. So if you want to program a dApp, obviously you need to get data from a blockchain or many blockchains. That's exactly what Pocket Network does. So until now, when it comes to the middle layer, we have only been invested more or less, let's say, into the graph, right? And that's why it was high time. And let's go and look at it a little bit. I'm not going to talk too much about it today because I do want to make, we're going to make a video, and I was also awfully tired today. But just in order to see what Pocket, the change that they are working with, almost, yeah. So it's amazing. It's truly amazing. It's basically, they are running, we have to go in here to the block, more than 40 chains. Yeah, go in here to the block and look. For example, here they just new chains integrating. Let me put itself here side. These days it's not so super organized. It's just because, I got to travel again tomorrow and I'm tired and so on. But I still want to share them. So 7 new chains integrating with the Pocket Network. Well, 7, that's just the top of the iceberg, right? So 7 new chains being supported for RPC service, 20 relay growth, and then let's go. Happy Friday, we are back here. And after a dip, we go down here. So they are already working with more than 40 chains, basically every chain. But these are the new chains that are supporting or Pocket's RPC service, CeLo, VLAS, and VLAS mainnet. And then you can go here and you can see all the chains that they're supporting. And then you can see here. It's amazing. And there's so much more that we got to talk about. And I will need to focus more here because we will also run a node. That's why we need more coins. But here you can see the chains: Arbitrum, Avalanche, Binance, Boba. I never heard of a Boba Fit. Yeah, CeLo, Dogecoin, Ethereum, some other ones. Evmos, Phantom, Fuse, Gorley, and Genosis. Genosis is also a good coin, by the way. Harmony, IOTEX, Clayton, Meter, Metis, Moonbeam, Moonriver, Nia. Optimism. Basically, Pocket has already, it's the true market leader when it comes, what was the word? This RPC? RPC, remote procedure call, right? And to me, it really, really seems to, they're already the market leaders. The reason why it's, as I said, I don't know shit about crypto. But what I kind of do sometimes understand is that when a top quality coin has already proven that they are working with some they are basic. I mean, they're the dominant market leader. As I said, we're gonna make a video where I go more into details about it, but a top quality coin. And what I also showed you when Kyle from his channel and that other fellow said that it was good to get in at 40 cents on the dollar. You see, the most difficult thing is timing the market. That's what it's all about. But we can get it, we can pick it up at 95%, a top quality coin like that. And if there's one thing that Pocket Network has really shown is that even though the price has gone down, the growth, the requests have only been increasing. And that's the kind of tokens, protocol, coins that you want to look at. Even though that the price has been going down, you want to look at protocols that are doing exactly the opposite when it comes to, what do you call it, usage and what people are doing there. Anyway, guys, that's about it. Pocket Network. So much more to say. We're gonna start also running some few nodes. We're gonna build up a bigger position. And that's about that. That's all I can say. Any questions before we can move on to Putin and Xi? No, I can see Cyber Hunter has a team and investors info. Yeah, we got to look at that. Adam Lipolsky, main man popped. Does he like it? Let me know. And what's up with XRP? Let's see if I saw today that there was some news there, huh? I'm only doing this because I know Ron, our good friend Ron Jeremy, he likes XRP. The only thing, and I'm speaking to you, my dear friend Ron. How can you, Shahid and Vex and everybody who's been here for a while, who's been here on this channel, if there's one coin that I don't like, if there's one coin that I've always said only deserves a place on the shit list, I guess we can all agree that is XRP. But anyway, there were some news here today. Let's see if we can find them, or maybe you guys know, because I really don't follow it. Are they gonna win that thing? You see, even if SRP is gonna win this appeal with the SEC, nobody's gonna want to use XRP. They lost the best man. The best man he set up XLM, Stellar, right? I mean, XRP is over. Even if they're gonna win, and it might be good for the overall industry, but certainly not for XRP. Anyway, let's move on to other things, and this is where it comes a little bit to geopolitics. And yeah, what can we say? Currently we have, Vladimir Putin and Xi. They are, showing that they are friends forever. I was actually invited there. It's just a shame I didn't go there. I wanted so much there to be Xi and Putin and myself. They're shaking hands, good brother hugs too, right? No more fun. This is symbolic. This is very symbolic. They're wearing the same ties, right? They're wearing the same suits. I mean, this is a message to the world. But what is the message? Well, from my point of view, I'm going to read a little. I prepared some notes here, right? I believe that Xi's visit to Moscow was a key moment in the struggle to end the U.S. hegemony. And we all know that Russia and China, they fully understand that they must stick together in order to fend off, let's say, Washington, because, if one, they need each other, because if one falls, the other one is on its own. And I think it's basically the way that China and Russia are seeing it, right? So I guess what we are going to see here in the next few years, I think it's very clear we're going to see a lot more coordination, not only between Beijing and Moscow, but between the entire Shanghai Cooperation Organization and the BRICS. And I also believe that, I mean, China and Russia, right, they're obviously, you know, the most dominant members both of the SCO and the BRICS. And I do think that this strong alliance is going to help the world move faster towards a multipolar, power structure, which effectively means that they need to end the American global hegemony. And the main way that they can achieve that is obviously by trying to reduce the role of the US dollar, both when it comes to the petrodollar, when it comes to international transactions. So what has also now, what is already clear is that the majority of the, as they like to call it, the Sino-Russian bilateral trade is already carried out in the Chinese yuan. But we all know that the Chinese yuan can be used in dealing with so many other countries than only with Russia. So the way that I guess that the BRICS are seeing it with the military alliance, SCO right in the back, is the way that they can help bring the, or let's say stop the New World Order is by upgrading other non-Western institutions. Oh, I can just hear that Betty's coming. 1 second. What is loud? That was I hope you could hear what I said. I hope you could hear what I said. I'm sorry. It was not. You were not supposed to hear what was. You were only supposed to hear what I say, right? Sorry about that, guys. Sorry. I hope you heard what I said. So another way to help bring about the New World Order is upgrading the non-Western institutions, such as obviously the BRICS and the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, as I have said many, many times. And they need to focus, of course, in the areas of finance, technology, energy, climate. But we all know that the first step is that the BRICS countries are sitting on the majority of amount of people, natural resources, right? And they are going to launch the BRIC coin that is going to be backed by commodities. And what we've also we have seen China's rise to become a worldwide dominant geopolitical player. And not only are they trying now to broker the deal between the stupid Zelensky and Russia, but they have also been very successful in making Iran and Saudi Arabia, good friends again. Like they're soul brothers now. All of a sudden, Iran and Saudi Arabia, they're forgetting about Sunnis and Shiites and whatever. When it comes down to money, oh, they forget about God in that moment. That's all I wanna say about that. There are many things happening here, obviously. I think these are the things that we need to take into consideration. And what are the main things that we need to take into consideration? The future of finance is being built right in front of our eyes. I keep saying that every day. It's being built on the blockchain and it's being built on Ethereum. You see, the blockchain can be both. It's a ledger, right? It can be a good thing where we have decentralization, where we can actually use it. I mean, you can do good things and bad things with it. But one thing is sure. If we're going to see a full programmable central bank digital currency implemented, that's not good for the people. That's not decentralization. And I always say on this channel here, I see it as my responsibility that we will preserve, protect, and ultimately increase our wealth. But there's one thing I cannot foresee, that is how the geopolitical tensions are going to escalate. Because in the end of the day, it all comes down to you and me. I'm trying to do my part. I really am. And if you ever questioned my beliefs or what I'm against and what I believe in, I'm a man of peace and love. And I hope you are too. Sharing is caring. But if there's one thing that would be bad for all of us and our children, that is total control. That's one thing we don't want. I love you so much. I'm not going to be here. I need to go to France, back to my kids. So I'm going to see them in the weekend. It's a long trip. And I won't be streaming here for the next 6 days. I will try to upload some videos. But that's basically all I got to say about that. And the last but not least, all these motivational videos that I play in the end, all of them are handpicked by me and I identify with them. We are all lonely lions. I mean, every one of you here is a lion with the eagle mentality. And don't ever give up. And I listen to these videos mostly for myself. But maybe, one or two of you out there can also identify with them. Have a good evening, and thank you for coming. Love you.
When you feel like quitting, remember all of those who said you'd fail.
And man who...
When you feel like giving up, remember why you started. When you feel like quitting, remember what you're doing it all for. When you feel like quitting, remember pain is temporary and greatness lasts forever.
When you feel like quitting, remember that the pain you feel today will be replaced with the strength you need tomorrow. Remember that every ounce of pain you feel is building a stronger you, a stronger body, a stronger mind, and a stronger character. So push through the pain. Don't let it stop you. Force it to grow you.
Don't back down from the pain. Face it. Feel no pain. There is no pain. That painful last rep, that's nothing. Give me more. Push harder.
Too tired, too hard, too busy, too early, too stressed. No excuses. Too tired, no excuses. Too hard, no excuses. Too busy, no excuses. Too early, no excuses. Too stressed, no excuses. When I feel like quitting, I remember there's too many people I need to prove wrong. When I feel like quitting, I remember I have too much to fight for. I will not quit.
Sleep-ins, they're for grandmas. I'm up, I'm ready to go. Quitting, that's for those who have no heart. I do not quit. Your greatest physique, your greatest health, your greatest strength, it doesn't come with average effort. If you want average results, keep showing up and giving average effort. If you want to be at your best, you will have to give your best effort. Make an oath to yourself that you will not walk out of any training session, any game, anything without giving 110% of your soul. Whatever you think is your limit, push past it. Whatever you think is your max, see if you can get 10% more out. Results don't lie. It all comes down to one simple question. How bad do you want it? And when you feel like quitting, give me 10 more.
Nothing great is going to come if you quit. I know it's hard. I know you are tired. I know it seems impossible, but you must keep going. Stick it out and get your reward.
When you feel like quitting, remember all of those who said you'd fail. When you feel like giving up, remember why you started. When you feel like quitting, remember what you're doing it all for. When you feel like quitting, remember pain is temporary and greatness lasts forever.
When you feel like quitting,